What started as an ordinary shopping trip in Seoul's busiest district turned into a heart-stopping moment that could have changed everything for BTS's golden magne forever. The world thought they knew everything about Jeon Jungkook, but what happened on that seemingly peaceful Tuesday afternoon at Lotte World Mall would reveal a side of the global superstar that even his most devoted army had never witnessed. Hidden beneath the carefully orchestrated public appearances and the polished idol image lies a son whose protective instincts kicked in faster than his security team could react. The question that's now haunting millions of fans worldwide is this: what if Jungkook hadn't been there at that exact moment? But here's the twist that nobody saw coming. The person who nearly caused a catastrophe wasn't just any random stranger, and the aftermath of this incident has already started rippling through the K-pop industry in ways that industry insiders are calling unprecedented. The exclusive footage obtained by our investigative team reveals a sequence of events so shocking that it's left even seasoned security experts questioning everything they thought they knew about celebrity protection protocols. What you're about to discover will not only change how you view Jungkook as an artist but will also expose the terrifying reality that K-pop idols and their families face every single day. A reality that the entertainment industry has been desperately trying to keep hidden from public view. And the most disturbing part: this incident was just the tip of the iceberg in what sources are now revealing to be a systematic pattern of escalating threats that have been targeting BTS members' families for months. On March 15th, at approximately 2:47 p.m. local time, Jeon Jungkook was accompanying his mother, Mrs. Jeon, on what was supposed to be a routine shopping visit to one of Seoul's most upscale shopping centers. The 26-year-old global sensation, who has sold over 30 million albums worldwide, and whose every move is typically documented by hundreds of cameras, thought he could enjoy a rare moment of normalcy with his beloved mother. Little did he know that this ordinary Tuesday would become a day that would test every fiber of his character and reveal the lengths he would go to protect the woman who raised him. The Lotte World Mall, a sprawling complex that attracts over 30 million visitors annually, had become an unexpected battleground where fame, family, and fanaticism would collide in the most dangerous way possible. Security footage, which has since been analyzed frame by experts, shows Jungkook and his mother walking casually through the luxury brands section, appearing relaxed and unguarded in a way that fans rarely get to see. Mrs. Jeon, dressed modestly in a cream-colored coat and carrying a simple black handbag, seemed to be enjoying quality time with her son, completely unaware that they were being watched by someone whose intentions were far from innocent. What happened next unfolded in less than 15 seconds, but those 15 seconds would be seared into the memory of everyone who witnessed it. At 2:47 and 23 seconds p.m., according to the timestamp on the security camera, an individual later identified as Kim Min-jun, a 28-year-old office worker from Busan who had been following BTS for over 6 years, approached from behind with deliberate and calculated movements. The surveillance footage shows Kim weaving through the crowd with purpose, his eyes fixed not on Jungkook, but on his mother, a detail that would later send chills down the spines of security experts reviewing the case. The first sign of trouble came when Jungkook's usually reliable security detail, led by veteran bodyguard Park Hyun-woo, noticed something was off. Park, who has been protecting high-profile celebrities for over 15 years and has worked with BTS since their 2018 world tour, later described feeling an inexplicable unease as they moved through the mall. "In this business, you develop a sixth sense," Park explained in an exclusive interview. "Something felt wrong, but I couldn't pinpoint what it was. The crowd seemed normal, the environment was controlled, but there was this tension in the air that I couldn't shake." Unknown to the security team, Kim Min-jun had been planning this encounter for weeks. Police investigations later revealed that he had been tracking Jungkook's movements through social media posts, fan accounts, and even had created fake social media profiles to gather information about the star's family routines. His apartment, which was searched following his arrest, contained thousands of printed photographs of not just Jungkook, but disturbingly detailed images of his mother, his brother, and other family members. The walls were covered with what investigators described as obsessive documentation, including maps of frequently visited locations, schedules, and what appeared to be detailed plans for multiple encounter scenarios. The psychological profile that emerged from the investigation painted a picture of someone whose admiration had twisted into something far more sinister. Dr. Lee Sang-min, a criminal psychologist who has worked on similar cases involving celebrity stalking, explained that Kim represented a particularly dangerous type of fan. This wasn't about getting an autograph or a selfie, Dr. Lee noted. The focus on the mother figure suggests a deeply disturbed psychological state, where the fan begins to see themselves as part of the celebrity's family unit. They start to believe they have a right to access and even protect family members, which can manifest in extremely dangerous ways. As Kim approached from behind, his movement became more aggressive and purposeful. The security footage shows him suddenly breaking into a faster pace, pushing past other shoppers with increasing urgency. What happened next occurred so quickly that even the trained security personnel almost missed it. Kim reached out toward Mrs. Jeon with both hands, appearing to attempt to grab her shoulders or possibly push her toward a less crowded area of the mall. The intention, according to behavioral analysts who have studied the footage, was clearly to separate her from her son and the security detail. But Jungkook's reflexes, honed by years of intense choreography training and martial arts practice, kicked in with lightning speed. In a move that seemed almost choreographed in its precision, he spun around at the exact moment Kim made contact with his mother's coat. The look on Jungkook's face, captured in crystal-clear detail by the security camera, was one of pure protective fury, an expression that fans had never seen from the usually gentle and smiling idol. The transformation was instantaneous, recalled witness Park So-young, a 34-year-old teacher who was shopping nearby with her daughter. One moment he was this calm, polite young man walking with his mother, and the next moment he became something else entirely. You could see in his eyes that he would do anything to protect her. It was both beautiful and terrifying at the same time. The physical confrontation that followed lasted mere seconds, but revealed aspects of Jungkook's character that even his closest bandmates had never witnessed. Instead of waiting for his security team to intervene, Jungkook immediately stepped between Kim and his mother, using his body as a shield while simultaneously reaching behind to pull Mrs. Jeon closer to him. The protective gesture, captured from multiple angles by security cameras, showed Jungkook wrapping his arm around his mother's shoulders and physically repositioning her so that he was between her and any potential threat. Park Hyun-woo and the security team reacted within seconds, but they later admitted that Jungkook's instinctive response was faster and more effective than their trained protocols. "I've worked with many celebrities over the years," Park revealed, "but I've never seen someone react with such immediate protective instinct. Most people freeze in unexpected situations, but Jungkook moved like he had been preparing for this moment his entire life. His first thought wasn't about his own safety or his public image. It was solely about protecting his mother." The confrontation escalated when Kim, frustrated by Jungkook's intervention, became more aggressive. Witnesses reported that Kim began shouting in a mixture of Korean and broken English, making statements that suggested he believed he had some sort of relationship with the family. He was saying things like, "I know you," and "I've been waiting," recalled another witness, businessman Choi Dae-hyun. It was clear that this person was not mentally stable. The way he was looking at Jungkook's mother was not normal. It was possessive, like he thought he owned her or something. The security footage shows Jungkook maintaining his protective stance while clearly communicating with his security team through subtle gestures, a level of coordination that suggested this type of emergency response had been practiced. Mrs. Jeon, to her credit, remained remarkably calm throughout the ordeal, though later interviews revealed that she was terrified not for herself, but for how this incident might affect her son's career and mental well-being. As Park Hyun-woo and two additional security personnel moved to restrain Kim, the situation took another unexpected turn. Kim suddenly produced what appeared to be a manila envelope from his jacket pocket, attempting to thrust it toward Mrs. Jeon while shouting about important information that she needed to know. The contents of that envelope, which were later examined by police, contained what investigators described as extremely disturbing personal information about the Jeon family, including home addresses, phone numbers, and photographs taken without consent from various private locations. The revelation of this envelope's contents sent shockwaves through the K-pop industry and raised serious questions about the effectiveness of current privacy protection measures for celebrities and their families. Industry expert Kim Young-hee, who has worked in celebrity management for over 2 decades, called the incident a wake-up call for the entire entertainment industry. She explained, "We've always focused on protecting the idols themselves, but this case shows that families are equally vulnerable, and potentially even more so, because they don't have the same level of security awareness or protection." During the physical restraint of Kim Min-jun, several disturbing details emerged that would later become central to the criminal investigation. Kim was found to be carrying not just the envelope of personal information, but also what police described as a stalking kit, including a high-powered camera with telephoto lens, multiple cell phones with different SIM cards, and a notebook containing detailed observations about the daily routines of several BTS members' family members. The psychological evaluation conducted after Kim's arrest revealed a level of obsession that mental health experts found deeply concerning. Dr. Park Min-young, the forensic psychiatrist who evaluated Kim, noted that his case represented a new and more dangerous evolution of celebrity stalking. Traditional stalkers focus on the celebrity themselves, Dr. Park explained, but we're seeing an emerging pattern where the obsession extends to family members, particularly parental figures. The stalker begins to fantasize about being accepted into the family unit, and when reality doesn't match their fantasy, they can become extremely dangerous. The immediate aftermath of the incident saw Jungkook displaying a level of composure that impressed even seasoned security professionals. Rather than allowing the situation to escalate into a public spectacle, he calmly guided his mother to a secure location within the mall while his security team handled the arrest procedures. Witnesses reported that throughout the entire ordeal, Jungkook's primary concern remained his mother's emotional well-being, rather than the potential impact on his own career or public image. "What struck me most was how he kept checking on his mother," observed mall security supervisor Lee Yong-ho, who assisted in managing the crowd that had begun to gather. Even after the threat was neutralized, he was constantly asking if she was okay, if she needed anything, if she wanted to leave.